Dungeon Alchemist, the 3D, 2D map making software for tabletop RPGs, has just released their latest update, Winter Wonderland. So today, we're getting ready to crack open a little bit of Dungeon Alchemist, and we're going to look at some of these new features and a couple of the smaller ones as well. Welcome everyone, my leets, my geeks, my nerds, my returnees, my greenies, all y'all and everybody in between. Yo, this is RPG Elite. This is a place where me, your servant, I put the RP back in the RPG. Yeah, that's the true focus of the channel. And the way I do this is by giving you tips, it's by giving you tutorials, it's by giving you real talk about the tabletop RPG space and culture, kind of touching on those social things that we don't like to talk about or we like to sweep under the rug and act like, hey, they don't exist. Well, we're going to tackle those, and we always do, and I also give you tools. Like today with Dungeon Alchemist. Why do I do this? Why am I taking all of this time and effort? Well, number one, because, you know, I love me some tabletop RPGs. Oh yeah. But also, and primarily, so that you can have more immersive and enjoyable tabletop RPG experience. So let's go ahead and get into Dungeon Alchemist right now. And then if you hang in there with me on the other side, I've got a special invitation for you. And also, as always, the question of the vid. So let's get into it, y'all, and roll them. So the first one we're going to get into is the most obvious one, since the update is called Winter Wonderland. Let's go ahead and look at these new terrains that they have. And it's only one. It's the snow terrain. We're going to pull this up here. We're on dark parchment now. And then we're going to pull up snow. Let's see what kind of stuff we got. Okay, so we have some weather here. Water. Okay, check it out. Got a freezing river. Hey, let's look at a freezing river. Let's put that in there, see what happens. And I like the evergreen. I do like that. Hills, yeah, let's just keep it at hills. And let's push that button and see what it creates. Well, that's different. All right. Zoom in a little bit. Get a little, okay, so you got some kind of like ice flows here is what this is. Gotcha. All right, so you have some ice flows here. You have some mushrooms with some snow on them. But now you have this whole terrain, and the evergreens just look pretty. They look very nice. I really like the way they look. Oh, you see that? See how the water is shining right there? Nice. Very nice. Let's do another one real quick, just to change it up a little bit. Go back over here, and let's do a broadleaf forest with the ice field, with snow, obviously, and you can have no weather, but we're doing this Winter Wonderland here, so let's check this out. Oh wow, that is different, is it not? I don't even know. What is this? What did I put in there? Oh, goodness. So these are hills with a broadleaf forest and an ice field. I think the ice field is what did it. What if we just said that we were going to do... let's do a river. Ah, there we go. Very nice. All right, that looks nice. And you've got this river that looks like it's frozen over here. Go in a little bit and just kind of move it around. There we go. Yeah, that looks very nice. Very nice. So now you've got the whole snow motif going. And you can mix it up a little bit so you can experiment with how the snow will interact with different settings and things like that. But as you can see, they've been doing some pretty nice things here with the snow. I'm impressed. It looks nice.
So I changed the map up a little bit so we can take a look at the new effects that they have. And it's right down here at the very bottom on the left-hand side. If you click on this little circle with the stars, you're going to get these new effects here. Now we have 3 major kinds of effects. You have the fire, you have your fog, you have your magic. So let's take a look at the fire. You have 5 different kinds here. So let's just put it on the map. Oh, I'm going to make that brush just a little bit smaller there. And take the density up. I'll make that brush smaller. Yeah, let's do that. So let's take a look at Alchemist Fire here. Oh. Ooh. Little greenish going on. Let's take a look at this blue fire. That's pretty self-explanatory. Cinders. Okay. So that's what? Around a campfire or something like that. The eternal flame. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Hold on, y'all. Let me look at that. Oh, that is nice there. Check that out. And we got the last one, which is your plain old fire. Yeah, there you go. Now, if you want to just get rid of that, just click on clear effects, and you can make this bigger. So, then you can just boom. Knock all that out just like that, and then put her back down. Over here, you have your fog. So you have your black smoke. Over there, you got your blue smoke. Okay. Got your cold fog. Oh, I like that. That looks nice. Got your green swirling mist, which looks like poison. You got your necrotic fog, which looks like poison but greener. Have some steam over here. Okay. And you have your wispy white fog. Man, no, all of those are really nice. Really nice. I especially, though, like this one over here, this cold fog. This looks really nice over here. I like that. All right, let's go ahead and clear that out. And let's get into the last one we have, which would be Magique. You only have 3. You have electric arcs. Got your fireflies, which kind of look like embers, but a little bit brighter, doesn't it? Okay, and you got your will-o-wisp. Oh, that's kind of good. Looks like little bacteria. Let's see if you take that density down a little bit and do it again. Okay, yeah. Little will-o-the-wisps in the area. So those are your new effects, and that is going to come into play, especially when you get to exporting, which we'll talk about right now. So with the new effects, I'm going to go in a little bit here. So with the new effects, what you can do is you can lay an effect down, and I'm going to choose one of the fire ones, and probably, let me just do plain old fire. I'm not going to make it that big, though. Woo, woo. Okay. So let's say you wanted to keep it there and just have this small flame that's always glowing in this area. Well, now they have some new export options. And if I'm exporting, you have the Foundry export, which has always been there, but now you have new things under file type. If you click on that, now you have some video that you can export this out as a video. And that's really cool. So an MP4 or a low quality MP4 or a WebM file, or even a low quality WebM file, whichever you probably have to experiment depending on the map that you're making. You can export this out, and that animation will still be going when you export this back into Foundry. Now, I kept this map really simple so you guys can take a look at it. So let me go ahead and export this, and then you guys can take a look at it and what it looks like in Foundry. So this is the map in Foundry, and as you can see, the fire is still going because this is an MP4 file. And you still not only have that, but you have these trees kind of waving in the breeze there. You have the water moving and everything. So you have more than just one thing happening. You can just see this, just the shimmering of the water and everything that's moving as well. This is something that really can, especially if you're in a virtual tabletop environment. And by the way, you can use a virtual tabletop in a live session. You just use the screen as your map. It's that simple. But this is really nice in terms of immersion. And it also helps because you don't have to do things on the back end, like some simple things like effects and stuff like that. You could just do that right in Dungeon Alchemist and then be good to go and just do things like walls or whatever else that you would need to do. So it's just one extra little step that you don't need to do inside of Foundry, and so it can handle some of the other heavy lifting. Of course, with every update, we have to look at the new objects. So you're going to go over here with your place objects, and it has one that just says new objects. So let's click on that. Oh, I already got that clicked. There we go. All right. Looks like we've got an abutment there. Okay. A couple different ones. Okay. Got an altar. That altar looks nice, though I like this one better. But both of them look nice. I like it. Look at what else we got. Armored car. That's weird. Arctic sleigh. Okay. Hey, I like that backpack. That's nice with a bedroll. This is a backpack with, looks like it is a lantern right on top of there. That's kind of cool. And was it just a bedroll? Yeah. And, you know, another beer, some fungus. So these are kind of, I know they have like over 500 new assets, but let me introduce you. Oh, let's put a block of snow on there. Just because I felt like it. All right, let's go down here because the one that I really wanted to show you guys. Oh, I got a coach right there. Oh, that's nice. Wonder how big it is. Let me see. Let me click on that and see. Oh, it's pretty big. Okay. And you got some columns. They look nice. Ooh, compass. Nice. That's small or big? Oh, that's really small. Okay. I got some crystals, some cannonballs. But this right here, oh, this is where we're about to get jiggy, y'all. We're about to get into some custom structures. Now, Dungeon Alchemist is known for being heavy on the fantasy. But now, with the custom structures that they have here, and they have all these customizable things, the disc, the column, or the pillar here, you got the curved walls, you got the round corner for a floor, or the square for a floor. So this is for structures only, but it's super, super dope. Let me show you how this works. So like I said, they are really into the fantasy thing, but what if you're really not into fantasy? Or what if you have some mixed elements in your campaign? What if you have some fantasy, but you got some sci-fi in there as well? We could do something like this. Let's take this curved wall, for instance, and let's just turn it so we can see it a little bit. There we go. And we go back this way. And let's say, okay, well, you got a plain green wall here, but that's not really what we want. Now, you could color the wall, or the new option, which is super dope, is customize this wall to look exactly what you want it to look like. Like I said, let's say you have a campaign, it's got some mixed elements in there, right? So let me pull up some textures here. And let me show you what this looks like. Okay, we got kind of few, but this one right here is looking pretty dope. So I'm going to click on this texture and watch what happens to this wall. Come on now. Come on now. And it's all the way around the wall here, as you can see, all the way around. You can make several walls like that. Custom make your walls. So you can go to a place like Pixabay, custom make them. Then you could just, copy them, the whole nine, put them together. This by itself, even let's say you're just doing straight fantasy and you just want a different textured wall. let's say I just want to go and I want to get, let me try another texture here that might, let's take this stone texture wall. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, but there you go. See? So now we got this stone texture. Yeah, there we go. And that works in a fantasy setting as well. Got this black line here. Must not have wrapped all the way around. But anyway, you get the gist, right? I mean, and you know, sky's the limit. Let's do one more because I just love this feature. I'm not gonna lie. This feature is dope. I'm gonna put some cracked earth there. How about some cracked earth? A little underground action if you got that going, right? Oh man, this is dope. I'm gonna delete that. So now that you have that, you can do that not only for, you know, you can do it for your walls, like it has a cube here, it has a circular floor or disc. You go all the way down here, it's got a whole bunch of them. You got, you know, your straight walls, everything. Guys, this is dope. Out of all the features that they've just come out with, this one is the dopest. I thought maybe it might have been effects, but this one right here is the dopest because it allows you that customization to really fine tune your maps to make them your own. Now, I've kind of gone over this a little when we were looking at the different kind of snow water types, but there's more than just the ice flows and the frozen over ice rivers. Now you have lava lakes and lava rivers. If you go here and you go over to your waterways, since we're in the jungle, now you have some lava flow and you got a lava lake, which you did not have before, which is cool. Very cool that they put this in. And another little small kind of quality of life thing that might not be a big deal to some, but when you are creating these things could be a big help, would be the little tool tip that shows up when you are creating a room. And I'll show you what I mean here by creating this chapel. And I'll put it right here. And you see the numbers there? So now we have the numbers. I'll tell you it's a 7x7, it's a 6x5, so you know exactly how much real estate you're taking up of the map that you have. And you can just go like that, put it on there. Now you're good to go. So another thing too, but this one was actually, I believe, in the previous update, but the cinematic mode may not have been, but I'm pretty sure it was. But if you remember, I went ahead and put the miniature inside and you can kind of walk around. Well, now you can do that and you don't have to do the miniature, right? You can just kind of go in and go down here. If you go E, then it'll go up a little bit. If you go Q, it'll go back down. If you do the arrows, it'll go up. You can go side to side. So you can really get in there and do a lot of movement. And you don't need to, you can get real granular in terms of getting very close to see how things are set and everything. And you don't need to put down a miniature in order to do that. And of course, at the top there, you can see that there is an F if you want to take a photo, or an R if you want to record it. Then when you want to get out of there, it's going to put everything back like it was. And you can move your map however you want to do it. So there it is. The new features in the latest update from Dungeon Alchemist, the Winter Wonderland. Even though we're looking at a lava lake right now, this is the Winter Wonderland update.
Well, if you got any value out of this video and you want to show a little bit of support, at least for the video, then go ahead and show a brother your YouTube algorithm love and crush the like button. And then if you want to stick around for a little bit longer than that, then go ahead, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell on top of that. But if you really want to get down and dirty, I mean, you really want to support what's going on here, then I suggest you become part of the LEET Squad. The LEET Squad is those members of the community who really want to support what I'm doing here, what I got going on, and other plans. Big plans, y'all. Big plans. And those who are a part of the LEET Squad, they are automatically entered into a monthly giveaway. On the last day of the month, I go ahead and announce who wins the monthly giveaway. Last month, I gave away a copy of Chronos Builder, another dope 3D, 2D map making software. I got a couple more keys for that, and I'm working on getting some other cool things to give away. Only got 12, y'all, because I only do it once a month, but you can't win unless you become part of the LEET Squad. Now, let me also say this. Don't just become part of the LEET Squad because you want a free giveaway, okay? Because that may never happen, because as the list grows, your chances go down. So if you really want to support what's going on, you want some extra content, stuff you ain't gonna see here on YouTube, and other little perks that will be a part of being part of the LEET Squad, then you know what you need to do. Hit that link down in the description below. It's the first link you're gonna see. It says LEET Squad sign up. As you hit that link, it's gonna take you to a landing page, and the landing page is gonna ask you for your full name and your email. Put your full name and email in there, click that blue button, and then after that, I'm gonna send you a little welcome message and you're automatically part of the LEET Squad. It is that easy, but only if you really wanna support what's going down here, all right? Cool, let's get to the question of the vid today. So I'm looking at all these nice bells and whistles that we have today for our tabletop RPGs, like Dungeon Alchemist. And maps in general, in a lot of campaigns, are pretty important. But for some people don't even use maps. So let's go like this. Let me ask you this question. How important should maps be for a tabletop RPG? Or how important is it in your tabletop RPG? I want you to grade it on a scale of 1 to 10. How important are maps in your campaign? Or do you think they should be? Let me know down in the comments below. That's gonna do it for me, folks. Your boy has gotta get out of here. Let me do my snaggle puss.
So exit, stage left.
If you wanna look at some more videos on Dungeon Alchemist, I got a few right over here. Understand what I'm saying? But if you've got a tabletop RPG session this week, hey, happy gaming, and I hope it's an RPG elite session. And until the next time, folks, God willing, peace, 5,000 elites. Yo, a brother is outie.